Hello, this is Mr. Zhang from Visa in Korea. This is almost the season, right? And in February, there are lots of international students will be graduated from their uh, their universities, and they will start and find a job. So today's our lecture is about how to write the plan for the seeking employment. In Korean, it's a 구직활동계획서. This is the most important thing is to get the 10 job seeking and the visa, right? This is the most important thing. And also I posted already about D2 visa holders to change the D10. And the most important thing is that you need to prove your expenses, right? So today, including expenses and how to prove it, and I just let you know how to write down and fill out some of the forms of seeking employment. So today's lecture is yes, I received several calls because international students they are right now waiting for their graduation and obtaining the diploma and in February. And before that, the most of the students and day two expiration will be like a March 30 something, right? And after your graduation, you only have 1 month left to change the D10. So automatically is required if you want to stay in Korea with a D10. This is the most important thing. So let's start in 구직활동계획서 and plan for the seeking employment. Okay, that one is you can check through the High Korea website, and there is a plan for the seeking employment. It's a 구직활동계획서 in Korea. Okay, the first one you can check the form, and there is a personal information, surname, and the given names and your gender and the male or the female, right? You can write down there and the date of birth or ARC number. So, dang dang is 5 or 6. Yeah, 13-digit number, and you have to write down there and the nationality. You can fill it out, and also name of our university, university, and you just write down your major and the degree, the for example, and the 2 or 3 years things, and you may write down associate degree and bachelor degree and the master degree and the PhD degree. You just write down there. Work experience, that one is a professional work. So it no need to write down this one. And you move to the next one is desired employment and detail. It's just expected. So right now is you just trying to detain and only for the job seeking and occupational and the category and name of the company. If you don't have it, you don't need to do that, right? You don't need to do that because of salary. And usually D10-1 and to the E7-1 need GNI and 80%. This is a fixed. Based on 2020 and the GNI, it's a 37.5 million won and 80% is around 30 million won. But no need to write down there, right? No need to write. But because of our sometimes you can fit it out and which kind of IT field and name of company, you don't know that, right? Because of you are seeking jobs right now. The salary, if you want it, like a 35 million one, you can write down there. But the company, it has not been designated because of you are just seeking job. So it is not a mandatory. But desire the employment details. But name of a company, how can you find out? Now, how can you fix the hiring company, right? This is not exactly required because of you are doing the plan for the employment seeking activity for the next time. The first month after that, the second, third, the fourth, and the fifth, and sixth. Some of there are like the website to the seeking jobs, and just write down about how to find the job, right? This is a write down how to and find jobs. But mostly they are using some of the website. So blah 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 website and seeking job and which position and which field, IT or something like this. And you can write down there and the rest of things based on your plan. There is no any specific ways to write down there, but important thing is where to find the job. So which field and your position. And you just write down. The simply is okay, right? It is just a plan for your activities, right? And you can search in some of the Google and you can find some of the website to provide some the working and the vacancy, and you can write down there just based on your plan. It is not that really matter, okay? The important thing is the number 4. I just highlighted in red. Financing and plan for living and cost. The cash. So I just write down the later then. If you have a credit card, and you may check that remittance from the overseas and how much money and deposit and cash you have it, you can write down there. So notice this is the most important thing. And the persons who are placed on the probation or have the training company trainings are required to report within 14 days. This is a D-10-1. D-10-1 visa and internship. As I already posted on my YouTube channel and even like my Facebook page, it is the internship is different from the part-time, right? So when you was in D2, it is okay to work at a part-time as a simple job field. But D-10-1 internship, you have to work as a E1 to E7 professional field. This is the most important things. Professional field, right? Internship. So if you do, yes, you just make this one first. Your companies and the business field first. It is, and also the check your major and your working field. You need to consider whole things because D10 is a pre-steps for the E7-1. So you must understand that D-10-1 with the internship, you have to work at a professional field. Especially E7, there are 67 jobs categories and based on. But if your company is necessary to hire you as a special part, yeah, you can do as a D-10-1 and as an internship the person. But mostly important thing is it shall be related to the E7. One more things. And but you can change the D-10-1 every 6 months and extend 6 months. So if you want to get the max, like a totally 2 years, immigration may ask you for the 80 point based on the point chart. So you must consider that, right? Good. And second one is they must start to work after having their stay visa changed by immigration office when they make an official working contract. It means you have to change the D-10-1 first. Once you get permitted and you just make the working internship contract. So when you do internship, so you have to write down internship and the contract and send it to the immigration office, and you can work until the permission, right? So internship contract you have to send it with your companies and information through fax. It doesn't matter. Okay, so first one, you have to get permitted a D-10-1 visa first, right? Actual D-10-1 ARC, you have to have it before the starting work and submitting internship contract for the work permit from the immigration office. One of the things that you have to know that is D-10-1, I said the maximum 2 years you can extend your ARC, but actual working with D-10-1. It doesn't matter how many companies, but max just 6 months. One company, including one company and two company. So only D-10-1 internship, only you can work just, it doesn't matter how many the companies, max and 6 months. This is the most important thing. You cannot work more than 6 months, right? More than 6 months for the different companies. Just how many companies that you are working at an intern, it doesn't matter, 1 to 3. But total and the period of stay for the working as an internship, it shall be within 6 months. There is no any guidelines that the High Korea website. This is actually implemented right now, right? So you must know that. So you need to consider your internship company shall hire you or not. You must check that. You don't have enough time. Just you have 6 months only. So the next one, person who have violated applicable laws and regulations by illegal working while seeking jobs are supposed to be punished. And also, you will be fined. And also, if you got a 400,000 won for some fine, so D2 cannot change it to D-10-1. Cannot change. It's more than 400,000 won and a fine. You cannot change D-10-1. In this case, you have to just change it right away without D-10-1. The most important thing is to prove your expenses. This is today's main topic. So when you extend it, but first time when you extend and D2 to D-10-1, it is not actually strict to the check your expenses, but officially, one person per month stay is required for 800,000 won, and you have to prove it 6 months. It means 4 million won per person. So if you have your the spouse F3, and if you got a 2 person, and you have to prove it 9.6 million won to spending. Why? Because it's the first. This is the region is the first one, and need expenses through the part-time, the payment, you save money, or bring the money from the overseas through the remittance. It doesn't matter. You need it. Why? Without money, how can you live in Korea? So immigration may check your expenses like per person for the 6 months. So the second one, and not permitted working and the ban. It means somebody just make money without working, and also if they just permit everybody without any expenses, if they don't have any money, it means they have to leave and they have to work. So it means there are lots of possibility to work without and working permission. Working permission is a D-10-1, ARC. After that, you have to send the internship contract, not part-time. It's very, very important. And also, I just already, you know, uh, you know, I made my lecture for the internship and part-time. Please kindly review the video first. D-10-1 is just for the internship and change to E-7 and the designated activity and the visa, right? So without the expenses and to prove it, but first time when you apply for D-10-1, it depends on the immigration and immigration officers, and it is not a big deal to check your whole things. But when you extend, it must be checked. And also, I've heard that some of D2 visa holders and check the expenses and immigration checked there the bank and transaction details, because to check that and there was any like working and without immigration offices and permission. So and keep the rule is the most important thing. So the first, as you D2, you have to do and follow Korean law. Any other country, the same things, right? And there is a rule and you have to follow. And after that, you just follow your obligations. And after that, you can request for your right. Okay, so obligation here first, you have to keep your and the Korean law, and after that, if you meet the requirement, and after that you can the request for your right. So obligation, even is Korean, is the same thing, right? All other countries the same thing, and before you perform and you're right, and you must consider obligation. It is obligation means that you follow Korean law and keep the rule. This is the most important thing. So as you know, and D2 and the visa holders, there are lots of policies of all and start in 2022. Some of the D2 visa holders may change to the E9, and 5 years later then you may change E7 for the skilled workers visa and some of the benefit and that will give you later then, and you can change F to 7 directly, or you just change the D-10-1 visa and the E-7-1 visa through the internship within 6 months at the working, and you can change F to 7 and finally F5 and permanent residency. This is the condition for keep your obligations. Then you can request for your and that right. This is Visa in Korea, and your subscription is good. And also, if you visit our YouTube channel, you may feel that there is no ads. No ads. Advertisement. So please and collect the button of subscription, and also visit our Visa in Korea and the Facebook page, and please push the like button. It'll give me a more motivation. This is Mr. Zhang, Visa in Korea. See you next time. Bye bye.